You mean everything to me because I know you mean everything to Christ. And Christ means everything to me.
And I called on the Lord. I said, man, Father, this is real. Will you watch over them? Will you raise them up to be strong? I'm just a man with flesh. This is what you called for in your scriptures. You said they wore studs and fringes, they got it on. You said they will follow the law, they doing it. You said under your house shine, they ought to love one another, and they doing it.
Yasharallah, which means to Israel. Amadium, which means stand. Sarpan Yaha Kodam, which means turn and face the east. The east is that way. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabashamayam, Kodash, Haya, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwatha, Taba'a, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Barataza, Kowa, Haya, Bashamayam, Nathan Lanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalak Lanawa, Karbath Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Karbath Yanawa, Wala'a, Tabayan Nawa, Banasaya Wan, Abal, Habashaya Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahatha Para, Lai Walamim, Aman. What we said in the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever so be it. This is the prayer for Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Baba Kosha, Nathan Lanawa, Hakak, Lara Pa'a, Kal Makala, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamatazarayim, Hakak, Lahakwayam, Hamathayam, Hakak, Al Rakawa, Hatama'ala, Lagarshan, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Tawada Aman. What we said in English, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. This is the Bless Israel prayer in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Barak Lanawa, Salakim. Yah Ba'ashim Yahushai, Barak Lanawa, Wayat Sharala, Wahabaya Saparia, Barak, Ba'ashim Yahushai, the Wada Aman. What we said in English is, Lord, in the name of Yahushai, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect. In the name of Yahushai, thank you, so be it. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Hahariam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'arataza, Al-Yathan, Mamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a Yakaka, Wayarak, Bala Yala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Athna Pashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'athka, Wabawa'aka, Ma'aitha, Wa'aid Abalam. What we said in English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al Damayah Laka, Al Thakarash, Wa Al Tashakwat, Al Yahanna, Al Yabika, Yahama Yawan, Wa Ma Shana Yaka, Nasha'a Wa Ra'ash, Al Amaka, Yara'anya Yawad, Sawad, Wa Ya, Fayaitazawa, Al Tazapawan, Yaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakak Yadam, Magaya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasharala, Iwad, Kaya, Nawaitazawa, Lab, Yakadwa, Al Yaka, Baryath, Yakarathwa, Ahahalia, Adawam, Wa Yashamai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagari, Gabal, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalak, Palashath, I'm Yashabia, Tazawar, Bam Ashawar, Malawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aisha, Laham, Kamadian, Kasaya Sarah, Kayabian, Banakor, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayan, Dara, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shayathamwa, Nadiyah, Mawah, Kaira, Kazabah, Kazabak, Tazal Manan, Call Nasiyakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nairashah, Lanawa, Ath, Nawath, Alahim, Alahaya, Shaithamwa, Kagalgala, Kakwash, Lapanya Rakah, Ka'ash, Laba'ira Ya'ira, Wakah, Lahaba, Thalahat, Haryam, Khan, Tharadatna, Basa'iraka, Wabasa-Patka, Thabahalam, Mala'ah, Hanyaham, Kualawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayah, Bahawa, Aid, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadawa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahweh, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Kal, Ha'arataza. What we said in English, keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Selah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kaisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zeb. Yea, all their princes as Zebah, and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. This is the blessings prayer in the Hebrew. Barakatha Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Ma Yaka'alam, Wa Alahayim, Machazab Ya'ah, Alawap Yahanna, Ha Alawapyam, Ha Suranyam, Kwatazayanyam, Ka Yayalyam, Wa Ha Akwathyam, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, the water Aman. What we said in English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahushua, and Michael, and the angels, Commanding General YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Sar, which means turn. Be seated. We're starting in the book of Genesis, chapter 38 and verse 10. I couldn't get these sensors. Easy.
Is no charcoal.
It is, but I know.
You said you couldn't get them on or open.
Ooh. That's right. I didn't break it. Sorry.
Try. This one's like that. They got a camera on. I wonder is this even symmetrical? This desk. This podium.
Salakia. This is the book of Genesis. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 38 and verse 10 in the Hebrew. Wayara'ai Bayan Ya Yahweh Ashar Aisha Wayamath Gam Athwa, verse 11. Wayamar Yahawada Lathamar Kal Thawa Shabia Alamana Bayath Abayak Id Yagadol Shalah Banya Kaya Amar Pan Yamawath Gam Hawa'a Ka Yawa Wathalak Thamar Wathashaba Salakia Wathashab Bayath Abaya, verse 12. Wayarab Awa Hayam Yam Wathamath Bath Shawai Ashath Yahawada Wayan Kama Yahawada Waya'al Al Yazah Zayah Taza'ah Noah Hawa'a Waka Yara Ra'ai Hawa Ha'ai Dala Maya Thaman Thaha, verse 13. Wayagad La Thamar La Amar Hana Hama Yaka Ayla Thaman Thaha La Gaza Taza'a Noah, verse 14. Watha Sarah Bagadaya Alam Nawath Ma'al Yaha Wathaka Batazah Ayap Watha Tha'al Pa Wathashab Bapa Thaka Ayan Salakia Ayan Yam Ashar Al Darak Thamanatha Kaya Ra'atha Kaya Gadol Shalah Waha Wa'a La'a Nathan Lawa Lama, verse 15. Wayara Aha Yahawada Waya Kasha Baha Liza Wana Kaya Kasath Ha Pan Yaha, verse 16. Wayat Al Ya Al Hadarak Wayamar Haba Na'a Abba Wa'a Al Yak Kaya La'a Yadai Kaya Kal Thawa Hawa'a Watha Amar Ma Tathan Laya Kaya Thab Bawa'a Alya. That's the end of verse 16. That's the first 7 verses. We're going to get it in the English. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 38 and verse 10 in the English. And the thing which he did displeased the Lord. Wherefore he slew him also.
So this is talking about Onan. Onan was told to have a child with his brother's wife because his brother couldn't have a seed. And I think his brother died in this scripture, didn't he? I'll go back, I'll look at it in a second, but he was told to he was told to give seed to his brother's wife so that to keep his lineage going.
Right.
He's thinking emotionally instead of following instructions and thinking that this child shouldn't be mine and all of this nonsense. And he didn't do what he was told to do. And then he got unalived for doing so. When the Lord tell you to do something, do it. If a priest tell you to do something, do it. It's the same thing because the Lord speak through the mouth of his holy prophet. Go ahead.
Slack, if I may. And also that, the disgusting thing that he did as well is that, he took an opportunity to sleep with his brother's wife.
Oh, yeah, that's another heavy part.
With no responsibility.
You didn't want the child to come out of it, but you did want to sleep with him. You went ahead and got naked and did this, all to not finish what was supposed to be done. So we know what your intentions were. Oh, I did all that, but I didn't want to have no children, no responsibility. All right, now you got to get on the line.
Verse 11, then said Judah to Tamar, his daughter-in-law, Shemai, keep it down. Verse 11, then said Judah to Tamar, his daughter-in-law, remain a widow at thy father's house, till SHALAM my son be grown. For he said, lest peradventure he die also, as his brethren did. And Tamar went and dwelt in her father's house.
So he take Tamar, his daughter-in-law, remain a widow, don't marry nobody, don't do nothing. Just stay at your father's house until my son be grown, and then you can marry him. Go ahead.
Khan, verse 12. And in process of time, the daughter of Shua, Judah's wife, died.
That's crazy how it say in process. Because that's how we talk. We be like, well, in the process of her doing this, staying at her father's house, this is what happened. The daughter of Shua, Judah's wife, died. Go ahead.
And Judah was comforted and went up unto his sheep shearers to Timnath, he and his friend Hurrah, the Adulamite. Verse 13, and it was told Tamar, saying, behold, thy father-in-law goeth up to Timnath to shear his sheep. Verse 14, and she put her widow's garments off from her, and covered her with a veil, and wrapped herself, and sat in an open place.
She did what again?
Slovakia. Covered her with a veil, and wrapped herself.
She took something off of her.
Khan, and she put her widow's garments off from her, and covered her with a veil. And
put her widow's garments off of her and covered her. Took the widow's garments off to let everybody know she was a widow, and then put on a veil as if she was eligible for marriage. Ain't that what Sarah had on her when Abraham hopped off that horse? Sarah had on a veil. And then she took off widow's garments and put on a veil. as if she was eligible for marriage. Go ahead.
God. And wrapped herself and sat in an open place.
And sat in an open place. Sat in an open spot. Got out in them streets. That's what that means. When you for the streets, you in an open place. Everybody can see you. All right, go ahead.
God. Which is by the way of Timnah, for she saw that Shelah was grown, and she was not given unto him to wife. Verse 15. When Judah saw her, he thought her to be an harlot, because she had covered her face. Verse 16. And he turned unto her by the way, and said, Go to, I pray thee, let me come in unto thee. For he knew not that she was his daughter-in-law.
So Judah looking for whoredom and end up talking to his daughter-in-law because she all covered up. And then what would a whore do back in the days? They'd cover it up because they're shameful about it. They don't want everybody to know who they are, so they just cover it all up, trying to hide themselves. He don't know who she is, so he end up dropping game on his daughter-in-law. And then what?
And she said, What wilt thou give me, that thou mayest come in unto me?
What wilt thou givest to me? She acting like a gold digger right now. She wonder, what will you give to me? Gold digger / whore, whatever, right? She's asking, she's going into prostitution right now. She want to know, what is you gonna give to me for me to give something to you? For me to give my body to you. Go ahead.
Khan, we're going to get back in the Hebrew. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 38 and verse 17. Wayamar an kaya ashalak gadya Isayam mana Hatazaan with Wathamar Thathan Ira Bawan Id Shalaka, verse 18. Wayamar Maha Hi'a Ha'ai Rabah Wana Ashar Athan Laka Wathamar Kathamak, Wapa, Thayalak, Wama, Taka, Ashar, Bayadak, Wayathan, Laha, Wa, Ya, Wa Ya, Ba'a, Al Ya, Wathahar, Lawa, verse 19, Wathaquam, Wathalak, Wa, Thasar, Tazai, Yapa, Ma'ai, Laya, Wathala, Basha, Bagadaya, Alam, Nawath, verse 20, Wa, Yashal, Ka, Yahawada, Atha, Gadya, Ha'ai, Zayam, Bayad, Ra'ai, Hawa, Ha'ai, Dalamya, Lakwa, Katha, Ha'ai, Rabah, Wan, Mayad, Ha'ashah, Wala'ah, Matazah, Aha, verse 21. Wayah, Sha'ol, Ath, An, Shayah, Makwa, Maha, La'amar, Ayah, Hakwa, Dasha, Hawa'ah, Ba'ai, Yanyam, Al, Ha, Darak, Wayamar, Wa, La'a, Hayatha, Baza, Quadash, Ha, verse 22. Wa, Yashab, Al, Yahawada, Wayamar, La'a, Matazah, Atha, Yaha, Wagam, Anashya, Hama, Kwawam, Amar, Salakia, Amarwa, La'a, Ayatha, Bazar, Quadash, verse 23. Waya Amar, Yahawada, Thaqwa, Ka, Laha, Pan, Nahaya, Laba, Waza, Hana, Shalak, Thaya, Ha, Gadya, Hazah, Wa'atha, La'a, Mataza'ath, Ha. That's the end of verse 23. We're going to go back to the English. This is Genesis chapter 38 and verse 17. And he said, I will send thee a kid from the flock.
She asked, what are you going to give me? He said, I'm going to give you one of the goats. That's a few $100. I'm going to give you a couple hundred. I'm going to give you a goat. Give you one of the kids of the goat. Go ahead.
And she said, wilt thou give me a pledge?
If you're going to give me a pledge, if you're going to give me one of these $200, $300 goals, is you're going to give me a pledge? She wants some, what do you call that? Collateral. She wants some collateral because she knows she about to get a couple hundred in this gold. So she needs some collateral to be sure. Go ahead.
Till thou send it.
Until you send it. I need for you to give me some collateral till you send this gold. Baby gold.
Verse 18. And he said, what pledge shall I give thee? And she said, thy signet, and thy bracelets, and thy staff that is in thine hand. And he gave it to her.
Now, this is crazy. You done gave her your signet, your bracelet, and your staff. You done gave the signet and the staff to this woman just so you could be a damn whoremonger to your daughter-in-law.
Signed a piece of paper.
Like, and this is something that you black Negroes in America should be learning. Stop chasing after these whores. That's one of our main weaknesses as being in the tribe of Judah. Probably all of us, but mainly Judah though. You got to stop chasing after them whores. It's the same problem Adam. I ain't gonna say Adam, but it's similar being weak for a woman. Adam, I don't think Adam had no problem with whores, but he was weak for a woman, and that's what Judah is doing. But he way, way weaker. He prostitute, tricking. That's what a trick is. And this is wrong. I hope y'all know that. A lot of people tell y'all it ain't tricking if you got it and all of that. This is a bad thing in the Bible. Sorry that I even got to tell you this. I don't even understand how I have to tell you this, but it is bad. The earth been telling you it's a good thing. You think you a player. No, tricking is bad. All right.
Okay. And she conceived by him.
Uh-oh, hold on. He gave it to her, and he and came in unto her, and she conceived by him. Now you done got this girl pregnant. And this is the problem with black Negroes in America. Some of y'all, man, y'all you want to have this sex and stuff, but then once you get pregnant, you done got yourself into something else. You got into something, but then you got into something else. You done got involved in something else. Now she pregnant. That's a whole nother story. It's a whole nother can of worms you done opened up. Go ahead.
Come on, Con. Verse 19. And she arose and went away and laid by her veil from her and put on the garments of her widowhood.
Now she done got up, took the veil from up off of her, and then put back on the widow's garment. After being conceived in. Go ahead.
Verse 20. And Judah sent the kid by the hand of his friend, the Adulamite, to receive his pledge from the woman's hand.
So he sent the goat by the Adulamite, one of his friends, the Adulamite, sent the Adulamite with the goat over there to her to transfer that goat for them staff signet and bracelet. All right, go ahead.
Come. But he found her not.
He found her not. Now let's find out why he didn't find her.
Verse 21. Then he asked the man of that place, saying, where is the harlot that was openly by the wayside? And they said, there was no harlot in this place. Verse 22.
So now they looking for the woman that was dressed in that veil, covered all up. We looking for her. Where's she at? She was just out in the streets. Go ahead.
Verse 22. And he returned to Judah and said, I cannot find her. And also the man of the place said that there was no harlot in this place. Verse 23. And Judah said, let her take it to her, lest we be ashamed. Behold, I sent this kid, and thou hast not found her. That's the end of the 7 verses.
Okay.
This is the book of, we're going to get it back in the Hebrew.
Now this girl got to be, I don't know, she got to be super wicked to know this is your father-in-law and then still sleep with her.
God.
I mean, he couldn't see who you was, but you knew who he was.
God.
That's some total other wickedness right there. Then switched up clothes like a damn 00 Asian. Switched up clothing, deceived this man, and then turned around and switched back out of the clothing. Ooh, y'all think y'all slick now in 2024. Y'all think y'all slick in 2024. Shoot. This is where you learned it from.
Salakia, so
Go ahead.
and this is why the protocols in the I.S.U.P.K, are so beautiful, because it saves us from all that drama in the world. You know what I mean? You're not just going to meet a sister for the first time and lay down with her. You're going to take your time to get to know her.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
No, go ahead. What you were saying?
Come on, concert. You know what I mean? Like you hear these catfishing nowadays. You know what I mean? These things going on Tinder and all these different social media apps. Lord knows who you're going to meet. I mean, you're going to meet a sister who has 10 babies by 10 different men. You know what I mean? A woman who's going to put you on child support. A woman who might not be a woman. You know what I mean? Lord knows what's out there.
And it's funny that they call that deception catfishing. Catfish is nasty. It's not good.
Right.
It's an unclean thing. And guess what you're doing? An unclean thing meeting with this person that you barely even know. And that's what you're doing. You're getting catfish. You sleeping with a person you barely even know, and you wonder why you're getting catfished. You wonder why you're getting deceived. So that's why we got the 1 year rule in the I.S.U.P.K. We got a 1 year rule for you to get to know the person that you want to marry for the rest of your life, because that's what you're doing. You're marrying them. You're not having casual sex. You're not having a one night stand. You're not having a sneaky link. She was the first sneaky link. One of the first.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Got a concert. We're going to pick it up in the Hebrew. This is Genesis chapter 38 and verse 24. Yaha, Ya, Kama, Shalash, Kadashyam, Yagad, La Yahawada, La Amar, Zanath Ha, Thamar, Kal, Thaka, Wagam, Hana, Hara, Lazan, Salakia, La Zana, Wanyam, Ya Amar, Yahawada, Hawa Tazah, Yahweh, Wa Thashar, verse 25, Hawa'ah, Mawa Taza'ath, Wa Haya'ah, Shalaka, Al, Hamaya, Lamar, La Yash, Ashar, Allah, Lawa, Ana, Kaya, Hara'ah, Slakia, Hara, Watha Amar, Hakar, Na'ah, Lamya, Hakah, Thamath, Wahapatha, Yalyam, Wahamata, Ha'ala, verse 26, Wayakar, Yahawada, Wayamar, Taza'ad, Kwaha, Mama, Naya, Kaya, Al, Mana, La'a, Natha, Thaya, La Shala, Banya, Wala'a, Yasap, Iwad, Lada, Itha, verse 27, Wayahaya, Ba'ith, La Datha, Wahana, Ta'a, Wamyam, Babatana, verse 28, Wa Yahaya, Bala Datha, Wa Yathan, Yad, Wathak Kwaka, Hama, Yalla, Datha, Wathak Kwashar, Al, Yadwa, Shanya, Lamar, Zaha, Ya Taza'a, Ra'ah, Shana, verse 29, Wa Yahaya, Mama Shayab, Yadwa, Wahana, Ya Taza'a, Aka, Yawa, Wathamar, Maha, Pa Para Taza'ath, It's like al-yaka. Parataza. Waya kwara'a. Shamwa. Parataza. Verse 30. Wa akar. Ya taza'a. Aka yawa. Ashar. Al. Yadwa. Hashanya. Wa ya kwara'a. Shamwa. Zarak. That's the end of the 7 verses. We're going to get that in the English. This is Genesis chapter 38 and verse 24. Oh, Salakia. Is there one more verse? Salakia, there's one more verse in the Hebrew. Genesis chapter 39 and verse 1. Wa ya, Salakia, wa ya, wasa, ha warad, matazah, rayam, ha, wa ya, kwana, wa, pawa, taya, par, sarah, yasa, para, iha, shar, ata, ha, tabak, yam, ayash, matazaria, mayad, haya, shamai, al-yam, ashar, hawa, rada, hawa, shama. That's the end of verse 1. We're going to get it in the English, Genesis chapter 38 and verse 24. And it came to pass about 3 months after that it was told Judah, saying, Tamar thy daughter-in-law hath played the harlot. And also, behold, she is with child by whoredom.
Now, it came to pass 3 months after they said she played the harlot. All right. You said what again after this?
Khan. And also, behold, she was with child by whoredom.
She is with child by whoredom. Go ahead.
Khan. And Judah said, bring her forth and let her be burnt. 25. When she was brought forth, she sent to her father-in-law, saying, by the man whose these are, am I with child.
Uh-oh. She done exposed him like a Jerry Springer show. Exposed him. I got the baby by this man, whoever stuff this is. Go ahead.
Come. And she said, discern, I pray thee, whose are these? The signet, the bracelets, and the staff. She held on to all that. Verse 26. And Judah acknowledged them and said, she hath been more righteous than I, because that I gave her not to SHALAM my son, and he knew her again no more.
He knew her again no more. He ain't had sex with her again no more.
Verse 27. And it came to pass in the time of her travail that, behold, twins were in her womb. And it came to pass when she travailed that the one put out his hand, and the midwife took and bound upon his hand a scarlet thread, saying, this came out first. And it came to pass, as he drew back his hand, that behold, his brother came out. And she said, how hast thou broken forth? This breach be upon thee. Therefore his name was called Pharez. And afterward came out his brother, that had the scarlet thread upon his hand, and his name was called Zerah.
Perez and Sarah. All right. She had twins by Judah.
Oh, Khan, this is Genesis chapter 39 and verse 1. And Joseph was brought down to Egypt, and Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh, captain of the guard, an Egyptian, bought him of the hands of the Ishmaelites, which had brought him down thither. That's the end of the 7 verses.
Joseph was brought down into Egypt. All right. So I guess we're going to get into another 7, or how many you got?
Yep. Come on. 2, 3, I think we still got like 3 or 4 more.
35.
We've done 21 verses.
All right.
This is Genesis chapter 39 and verse 2 in the Hebrew. YAHANNA, Yahweh, Ath, YAHWASAP, YAHAYA, Ayash, Matazal, Yaka, YAHAYA, Babayath, Adan, Yawah, Hamatazar, Yah, verse 3, Ra'ah, Adan Yawah, Mikaya, Yahweh, Athwa, Wakal, Ashar, Hawa'ah, Aisha, Yahweh, Matazal, Yaka, Ba Yadwa, verse 4, Waya Matazal, Wayam Taza'ah, YAHWASAP, Khan, Bayan, Yawah, Wayashar, Tha, Athwa, Wayapa, Kwada, Hawa, Al, Bayathwa, Wakal, Yasha, Lawa, Nathan, Bayadwa, verse 5, Wayahaya, Ma'az, Hapa, Koyad, Athwa, Ba, Bayathwa, Wa'al, Kal, Ashar, Yasha, Lawa, Waya, Barak, Yahweh, Ath, Bayath, Hamad, Tazar, Yah, Bagalala, YAHWASAP, Yahai, Waya, Haya, Barakath, Yahweh, Bakal, Ashar, Yasha, Lawa, Baba, Yatha, Waba, Shada, verse 6, Waya, Izab, Kal, Ashar, Lawa, Bayad, YAHWASAP, Wala'ah, Yadai, Athwa, Ma'ah, Wama, Kaya, Halakam, Ashar, Hawa'ah, Awakal, Wayahaya, YAHWASAP, Zapah, Tha'ar, Wayapa, Mara'ah. Verse 7. Wayahaya, Akar, Hadah, Baryam, Hala, Watha Sha'ah, Ashath, Adan, Yawah, Ath, Ayan, Yaha, Al, Yawasap, Watha Amar, Shaka Baha, Imya. That's the end of verse 7. In the English, this is Genesis chapter 39 and verse 2. And the Lord was with Joseph, and he was a prosperous man, and he was in the house of his master the Egyptian.
So this still sound. This still.
I gotta go back up in English. Oh no, that's right. Salakia, sir.
This kind of weird to me. I don't remember this happening after that, but it sounds like Joseph still getting sold into slavery, right?
It sounds like.
Hold on, I think it's a bill collector or something. Hold on. Hello. I got weird numbers calling my phone, but anyway, this sounds like Joseph, because the Ishmaelites did bring him to the Egyptians. So Joseph is in captivity under the Egyptians right now. It said the Lord was with Joseph, and he was a prosperous man, and he was in the house of his master, the Egyptian. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And his master saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord made all that he did to prosper in his hand.
The Egyptians saw that the Lord was with him. And guess what? The white man see that the Lord is with us because everything we do prosper. Stuff he do don't prosper. He can't farm for himself. He got to get Israelites to farm. He can't entertain himself. He got to get Judah to entertain him. He don't know nothing about nothing. We the ones that's prosperous. The Lord with us. And not just for being entertainers, it's because we the children of Israel that you dealing with. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And Joseph found grace in his sight, and he served him, and he made him overseer over his house, and all that he had he put into his hand.
So he made Joseph an overseer. He made him, hey man, I need you to watch over this, watch over this. Everything I got, these in your hands. He trusted Joseph. Go ahead.
Verse 5. And it came to pass from the time that he made him an overseer in his house, and all that he had, that the Lord blessed the Egyptian's house for Joseph's sake.
The Lord blessed the Egyptian's house for Joseph's sake. And that's kind of how it is with the prophets of the I.S.U.P.K. The Lord blesses your household just for your sake. He don't quickly wipe out your entire sinful family that don't want to follow you up in the truth. He kind of have a little bit of leeway with them just for your sake. Go ahead.
And the blessing of the Lord was upon all that he had in the house and in the field. Verse 6. And he left all that he had in Joseph's hand, and he knew not aught he had.
He didn't even know what he had because he left it all in Joseph's hand. He don't know how much money in his account. He don't know how much sheep and goat and this. He got Joseph know all that because Joseph the one he trusting with. He don't know all that. Go ahead.
Come. Save the bread which he did eat. And Joseph was a goodly person and well favored. Verse 7. And it came to pass after these things that his master's wife cast her eyes upon Joseph.
And it came to pass after these things that his master's wife cast her eye upon Joseph. This Egyptian's wife put her eyes on Joseph. That's a bad deal. Go ahead.
And she said, lie with me.
You know, and that's always a thing. You know, some heathen lays her eyes on an Israelite, and it's just the most sparkling thing she done seen. And, you know, she wants to lay with us. But you beneath us, so we don't want to lay with you. You're not a seed of the Most High that He chose for me to lay with. You a damn Egyptian. You one of the worst ones. Go ahead.
So that's the end of the 7 verses.
You know, it's always some test being put out for you to lay with a damn heathen. You know, the black woman, she might not listen to a damn thing you say, but you might find some old submissive heathen and you think you done found something, especially if you don't check her pedigree. You find somebody with black skin because you're a colorist and all you care about is skin color. Hold on. Go ahead. Shalom, Lord.
Okay.
What did you say?
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 39 and verse 8 in the Hebrew. Wayama'an, Wayamar, Al, Ashath, Adanyawa, Hana, Adanya, La'ah, Yadai, Athya, Maha, Babayath, Wakal, Ashar, Yasha, Lawa, Nathan, Bayadia, verse 9, Ayan, Noah, Gadawal, Babayath, Hazah, Mam Manya, Wala'ah, Kashak, Ma Manya, Ma'a Wama, Kaya, Ama, Awathaka, Bashar, Ath, Shah, Thawa, Wayak, Aisha, Hara'ai, Ha, Haga, Dala, Haza'ath, Waka, Ta'athya, La'a, Lahan, Layam. Verse 10. Wayahaya, Kada Bara, Yawasa, Yawam, Wala'a, Shammai, Aliyah, La Shakab, Ataza Laha, Laha Yawath, Aima, verse 11, Wa Yahaya, Kaha Yawam, Hazah, Wa Yaba'a, Haba Yatha, La'ai Shawath, Mala'ak, Salakia, Mala'ak, Thawa, Wayan, Ayash, Ma'ana, Shaya, Habayath, Sham, Ba, Bayath. Verse 12. Watha, Thapa, Shaha, Wa, Ba, Bagad, Wa, Lamar, Shaka, Baha, Aimya, Waya, Izab, Bagad, Wa, Ba, Yada, Wa, Yanas, Wa, Ya, Taza'a, Haka, Wa, Tazaha. Verse 13. Wa, Yahaya, Kara, Awa, Thaha, Kaya, Izab, Bagad, Dawa, Ba, Yada, Wa, Yana, Haka, Wa, Tazaha. That's the end of verse 13. Slaki, there's one more verse. Verse 14. Watha, Quara, Allah, Anashya, Bayath Ha, Watha Amar, Laham, Lamar, Awa, Haba Ya'a, Lanwa, Ayash, Ibaria, Lataza Kakwa, Banwa, Ba'a, Alya, La Shakab, Aimya, Waqwa Ra'a, Baqwa, Baqwa, God the wall. That's the end of verse 14. This is Genesis chapter 39 and verse 8 in the English. But he refused and said unto his master's wife, Behold, my master wotteth not what is with me in the house.
Say that last line again.
Come, behold, my master wotteth not what is with me in the house.
Okay.
And he hath committed all that he hath to my hand.
So he telling her like, no, I'm not finna do this. My master trusts me in this house. I'm not finna do nothing like this. Are you crazy? Go ahead.
Come. And he hath committed all that he hath to mine hand. Verse 9. There is none greater in this house than I. Neither hath he kept back anything from me but thee.
There's none greater in this house but me, because guess what? I'm the one taking care of y'all. You sitting up here trying to do something like this? He trusts me with everything. Go ahead.
Because thou art his wife.
Because you are his wife. Say that last line before the wife part.
Neither hath he kept back anything from me but thee.
He ain't kept nothing back from me but you, but thee. Go ahead.
Because thou art his wife.
Because you are his wife. So he ain't kept nothing back from me but you. He gave everything in his house to me except you, because you his wife. Right? Go ahead.
How then can I do this great wickedness?
Why then would I do some great wickedness? How could I do that? Are you kidding me? Are you silly? What is wrong with you? See, and then this the sad part. This man sitting up here taking care of this woman, and then she'll decide to do something like that to him. And then he'll be the person who will be getting blamed is Joseph. But go ahead.
And sin against God.
Why would I do this wickedness and sin against God? I'm not going to do that. You're out of your mind. You're ignorant. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And it came to pass, as she spake to Joseph day by day.
She spake to Joseph day by day, begging this man. Go ahead.
That he hearkened not unto her.
He ain't listened to her. That is a shame right there that this woman kept begging him for ride. That don't make no sense. Day by day. And he hearkened not to her. That is crazy. Go ahead. Some of y'all wouldn't even be able to withstand some pressure like that because you're so tender. Go ahead.
To lie by her or to be with her. Verse 11, and it came to pass about this time that Joseph went into the house to do his business. And there was none of the men of the house there within. Verse 12, and she caught him by his garment, saying, lie with me.
That's desperate. That's a desperate housewife. That's right there. That's a desperate housewife. She ain't doing nothing. Wasn't none of the men in the house that do the chores and do this and do that. She caught Joseph by the garment, caught him by his clothing, and told him, lie with me. Again, this is probably the 8th day or something like that. She done been going for an entire week, begging this man to sleep with her. That is pathetic. Go ahead.
And she left his garment in her hand and fled and got him out. Verse 13. And it came to pass when she saw that he had left his garment in her hand.
He left his garment in her hand. He ran the hell up out of his garment. Whoa, you got my clothes? Whoa. He's gone. Nothing but clothes in her hand. Outer garment was in her hand. That's what was in it in her hand, and he wasn't there. Go ahead.
And was fled forth. Verse 14. That she called unto the men of her house and spake unto them, saying, see, he hath brought in an Hebrew unto us to mock us. He came in unto me to lie with me.
See, oh my goodness. She got his garment. Now all of a sudden she want to lie. She want to lie. And this is what a lot of black men ended up suffering from in chattel slavery. That white pink Neanderthal wanted you to lie with her and you did not because she smelled so awful. She wanted you to lie with her. You said no for fear of your life. And then she went ahead and lied on you anyway to get you on the lie. That is wicked and disgusting. This is why you should never give a disgusting heathen your body. Don't give her no sex. Don't give her no ride. Don't give her no attention. Don't give her nothing. Because all she gonna do is get you unalived anyway. Her whole purpose of sleeping with you was to get you unalived. Because that's what her intentions was after you lied. I mean, after you told her that you wasn't gonna mess with her, she went ahead and lied to get you unalived. If she wanted to mess with you so bad, she would have kept you alive and kept begging. But instead, she like, let me just get him killed. Now, hopefully, she's not so sick that she want to unalive him to get him while he dead. Hopefully, she ain't such a sick heathen like that. But this is what these Edomites done did to us in slavery. A lot of brothers was lied on, saying that they slept with, which probably she thought that increased her value or something. Tyrone, or what's a good slave name? You know, Tyrone slept with me, and then all of a sudden the whole town is catering to this ugly pig that nobody would sleep with. All of a sudden she's saying somebody slept with her. Nobody slept with you. Come on now, this is just nasty right here. It's disgusting. Never trust a heathen.
Right. And I cried with a loud voice. That's the end of verse 14.
So we just left off with her lying on Joseph after she just asked him to lie with her.
So after school, we doing Sabbath service right now. Oh, it's like it. Come on, I got Kodash, Mashar, and come on, so listen. What verse I was in?
My phone. I know you was at
verse
4. Or 5.
It is
30,
chapter
39 and verse 5.
I just said she just lied on him.
Yeah, she lied on him. That was I think you said 14.
And he said, and he
cried.
cried.
Pled for, and he cried.
cried.
It came to pass. He lifted up his voice and cried. That was
last one.
She laid upon his garment. That was 15.
15. Okay. We're in Genesis chapter 39 and verse 16.
Well, I think you got it. All right, yeah, all right, you right there. 16.
Come on, counsel. This is Genesis chapter 39 and verse 16. Watha Naka Baga Dawa Atazah Laha Aid Bawa'a Adan Yawa Al Bayath Wa, verse 17. Watha Dabar Al Yawa Kada Baryam Hala Lamar Ba'a Al Ya Ha'ai Bada Ha'ai Barya Ashar Haba'ath Lana Salakia Lanwa Lataza Kakwa Baya, verse 18. Wa Yaha Ya Kaha Rayam Ya Kwawa Laya Wa Kwa Ra'a Wa Ya Izab Ba Gadwa. It was. Atazalaya Wa Yana Haka Watazah, verse 19. Wayahaya, Kashamai, Adanyawa, Ath, Dabar, Ya, Ashathwa, Athwa, Ashar, Dabar, Ha, Al Yawa, Lamar, Kada, Baryam, Hala, Aisha, Laya, Ibad, Ka, Waya, Kara, Apawa. I started at verse 16. 22. Verse 20. Waya Kwaka, Adanya, Yawasap, Athwa, Waya Thanha, Wa, Al, Bayath, Asa, Hara, Makwawam, Ashar, Asa, Wara, Ya, Hama, Laka, Asa, Waryam, Waya Haya, Sham, Babayath, Asa Hara, verse 21. Wayahaya, Yahweh, Ath, Yawasap, Wayat, Al Yawa, Kasad, Wayathan, Kanwa, Bayan Ya, Shar, Bayath, Ha Sahar, verse 22. Wayathan, Shar, Bayath, Ha Sahar, Bayad, Yawasap, Ath, Kal, Ha Sa, Yaram, Ashar, Babayath, Ha Sahar, Wa'ath, Kal. Is that the metal detector? Salakia. Wa'ath, Kal, Ashar, Aishyam, Sham, Hawa'ah, Hazah, Aisha. That's the end of verse 22. It's Genesis chapter 39 and verse 15 in the English. And it came to pass when he heard that I lifted up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me and fled and got him out. Verse 16. And she laid upon his garment by her until his Lord came home.
She laid upon his garment, and she laid up his garment by her until his Lord came home. So she laid the garment right next to her, trying to stage a damn sex scene.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 17.
Until her master came home, her husband. Go ahead.
Khan, verse 17. And she spake unto him according to these words, saying, the Hebrew servant which thou hast brought unto us came in unto me to mock me.
Came in unto me. So she gonna go ahead and confess having sex with the Hebrew to the husband, talking about it was to mock her. First of all, I would have stopped right there, like, hold on. All right, forget all of the mocking. What the hell was you doing having sex with? Oh, yeah, he did that just to mock me. Or this Egyptian man knew he had a whore all along. Go ahead.
Khan, verse 18. And it came to pass, as I lifted up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me and fled out.
She said that she lifted up the voice and cried. Now she's saying, she's saying it's rape. She lifted up her voice and cried. So she's saying that he raped her. She cried out, and then he left his garment. Go ahead.
Verse 19. And it came to pass, when his master heard the words of his wife, which he spake unto him, saying, After this manner did thy servant to me.
After this manner did thy servant to me. Let me see what that says. After this manner did thy servant to me. Go ahead.
That his wrath was kindled. Verse 22. And Joseph's master took him and put him into the prison, a place where the king's prisoner were bound. And he was there in the prison. Verse 21. But the Lord was with Joseph.
The Lord was with Joseph. He got thrown in prison, but the Lord was with Joseph. Go ahead.
And showed him mercy.
And showed him mercy. Go ahead.
And gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison.
Gave him favor in the sight of the prison guards. Go ahead.
Verse 22. And the keeper of the prison committed to Joseph's hand all the prisoners that were in the prison.
Joseph knew, how to keep everything functional. I'm going to let you run something. Now Joseph got favor with the prison guard. Joseph is a responsible person in his eyes. Go ahead.
Come on, sir. And whatsoever they did there, he was the doer of it. That's the end of the 7 verses.
See if I can get a charge.
Okay, we're going to get the last 7 verses in the Hebrew. Starting at Genesis chapter 39 and verse 23. Genesis chapter 39 and verse 23. In the Hebrew, Ayan, Shar, Bayath, Hasa, Hara, Salak, okay. Ra'ah, Ath, Ka, Ma'ah, Wama, Bayadawa, Bashar, Yahweh, Athwa, Wa'amar, Hawa'ah, Aisha, Yahweh, Matazal, Yakah. So Genesis chapter 40 and verse 1. Wa Yaha, Ya, Akar, Hada, Baryam, Ha'ala, Kata, Awa, Masha, Kwaha, Malak, Matazariam, Wa'apa, La'dan, Yaham, Lamlak, Matazariam, verse 2. Wayakwa, Tazap, Par, Iha, Al, Manya, Slakia, Shanya, Sarah, Yasa, Yawa, Al, Shar, Hama, Shakwayam, Wa'al, Shar, Hawa, Payam. Verse 3. Waya, Salaki, Wayathan, Atham, Bam, Shamar, Bayath, Shar, Hatah, Bakyam, Al, Bayath, Hasa, Hara, Makwawam, Ashar, Yawasap, Asawar, Sham. Verse 4. YAHANNA, Shar, Atah, Bakyam, Ath, Yawasap, Atham, Wa, Yashar, Tha, Atham, Hayawa, Yam Yam, Bama, Shamar. Verse 5. Kala Mawa, Kalawam, Manyaham, Ayash, Kalamwa, Bala, Yala, Akkad, Ayash, Kapa, Tarawan, Kalamwa, Amashakwa, Waha-Apa, Ashar, Lamlak, Matazariam, Ashar, Asa, Waryam, Babayath, Ha, Sahar. Verse 6. Wayaba'a, Alahayim, Yawasap, Baba Kwar, Wayara'a, Atham, Wahanam, I.S.U.P.K. That's the end of verse 6. We're going to get the last 7 verses in the English. This is Genesis chapter 39 and verse 23 in the English. The keeper of the prison looked not to anything that was under his hand, because the Lord was with him.
Keeper of the prison wasn't looking and trying to find out what Joseph was doing and what if he was hiding something or any of that, because the Lord was with Joseph. Go ahead.
And that which he did, the Lord made it to prosper.
And whatever he did, the Lord made it to prosper. When the Lord is with you, everything you do gonna prosper. Everywhere you put your hand, and it says that in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, 1 through 15. Anything we put our hands to, if we follow the Lord, is going to prosper. Go ahead.
Come on, Con. Genesis chapter 40 and verse 1. And it came to pass after these things that the butler of the king of Egypt and his baker had offended their lord, the king of Egypt.
The butler and the baker offended the king of Egypt. How did they offend him? Let's find out.
Verse 2. And Pharaoh was wroth against 2 of his officers, against the chief of the butlers and against the chief of the bakers. Verse 3. And he put them inward in the house of the captain of the guard, in the prison, the place where Joseph was bound.
So he put the butler and the baker in the prison where Joseph was at. Go ahead.
Come, verse 4. And the captain of the guard charged Joseph with them, and he served them. And they continued a season inward. So
Joseph in charge of them now. Go ahead. And he served them.
Concert, verse 5. And they dreamed a dream, both of them, each man in his dream in one night, each man according to the interpretation of his dream. The butler and the baker of the king of Egypt, which were bound in the prison. Verse 6. And Joseph came in unto them in the morning and looked upon them, and behold, they were sad. That's the end of the 7 verses. Mariam, which means stand. We're going to do the Lord's prayers. We're going to do the prayers. Starting with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, Sarpan Yahakadam, which means turn to face the east. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Kodash,
Kodash,
Hayah,
Shamka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Malakavka,
Aba'ah,
Ratzazak,
Hayah,
I.S.U.P.K, Baratza,
Ba'aratza,
Kawa,
Kawa,
Hayah,
Shemayim,
Bashemayim,
Bashemayim,
Bethananao,
Lakam,
Kal,
Kal,
Yawam,
Wasalaklanao,
Bathna,
Kapawapinao,
Kaslaklanao,
Kasalaknao,
Bathnao,
Kapawapinao, Wala'ah,
Tabiyanao,
Tabi'anao,
Banasai
Banasaya 1,
Ball,
Abal,
Shina,
Hawashanao,
Mayan,
Mayan,
Rock,
Kaya,
Lakah,
Laka,
Hamalakwa,
Hamalakwa, Wa'ala,
Watha Parak,
Wahasapa Ara,
Babalaman,
La'awalamim, Aman. Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh, thy kingdom come,
thy
will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
It's the prayer for a cock in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua,
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua,
Baba Kusha, Nathananao, Hakak, Lara Pa'ah, Kal Makala, Kal Madawa, Hakak, Batzahar,
Matzazariah,
Hakak, Lahakwayam, Hakak,
Arakawa,
Hatima'ala, Garashan, Ba'Shem Yahushua,
the Wada Aman. Because the power in English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua,
the name of Yahushua,
please give us the power.
Please give us the power
To heal, all manner of sickness, and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the leper, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it.
This is the blessed Israel prayer in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Barak Lanawa,
Wayasharalam,
Wahabayasapariam, Barak Ba'Shem Yahushua,
the
Wada Aman.
Wada Aman. Bless Israel in English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you so big.
Thank you so big. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Hahari, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azari, Ma'an, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayah, Wa'aratza, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Galka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shalmar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tizalka, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah Yakkaka, Wayarak, Walayala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Athna Pashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Waba Wa'aka, Ma'aika, Wa'aid Awalam.
Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes.
I will lift up mine eyes
unto the hills.
Unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He would not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee,
he that keepeth thee,
will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold,
he
that keepeth Yasharala,
he that keepeth Yasharala,
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil.
From all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahai, Al Damayalaka, Al Fakarash, with all, Tashakwat, Al, Yahanna, Al Y.A.P.K, Yahama Yawan, Wamashana, Yaka, Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, Al Imaka, Ya'ira Yamwa, Sawad, Waya. Say your ites a wa. Altas a Pawanya. Amarwa. Kawa.
Lakawa.
Wanna cock you down. Magalia. Wala'a. Yazakar. Sham Yasharala. Iwad. Kaya. Nawa ites a wa. La. Yakadwa. Al Yakar. Barya. Yakarathwa. Ahalia, Adawam, Wa Yashamai Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagari, Gabal, Wa Amawan, Wa Amalak, Palashah, I'm Yashabi, Tazawar, Nam Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Ayawa, Zarawat, Bani Lawat, Salah, Aisha, Laham, Himadyan, Kasayasa, Sarah, Kayabian, on a call,
but Banakar,
Koyashwan, Nashamatwa, Ba'ayan, Da'ara, Hayawa, Man, La'adama, Shayathamwa, Nadiyama, Kaira, Kazaba, Wakazabak,
Wakatazal Manai, Kal,
Nasiyakama,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Nairashah,
Lanawa, Nawa,
Na'awa,
Alahaya,
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 Shaythama,
Shaythama,
Gagala,
Kagagala,
Kwash,
Kakwai,
Pani Raka,
Lapanya Ramaka,
Kaash,
Ka'ash,
Tabairi Yaira,
Taba'iri Ira,
Ka,
Waka,
Lahaba,
Lahaba,
Talaha,
Talaha,
Hariam,
Harayan,
Khan,
Khan,
Taradatma,
Zaradatma,
Basa Irika,
Basa Irika,
Wabasa Wapaka,
Wabasap, Wapaska,
Tabahalam,
Tabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panyaha,
Panyaha,
Kualawan,
Kualawan,
Wayabakwasha,
Wayabakwasha,
Shimka,
Shimka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yabashwa,
Yabashua,
Wayabahawa,
Wayabahawa,
Idi,
Idi,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayabatwa,
Wayadawa,
Wayadaiwa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Atha,
Atha,
Shamka,
Shimka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Labaka,
Labaka,
All You One,
All You Want,
I'll call her Ratis.
Alkaha Arakasa. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thou silence,
Keep not thy silence,
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace,
Hold not thy peace,
and be not still,
be not still,
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult,
thine enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee
they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden.
consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off
let us cut them off
from being a
from
nation,
being a nation,
that the name of Yahshua
that the name of Yahshua
may be no more
may
remembered.
be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together
They have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against
They are
thee.
confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom,
Tabernacles of Edom,
and the
and
Ishmaelite
the Ishmaelites
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the
and
Hagarenes,
the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also is joined with them.
Sure also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Allah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as under the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kizon,
at the brook of Kizon,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make their nobles like Oreb,
and like Zeb,
and like Zeb.
yea,
Yea,
or their princes as Zebah,
all the princes of Zebah,
and as Zalmunna,
and as Zalmunna,
who said,
who said,
Let us take to
let
ourselves
us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth for wood,
as the fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame set up the mountains on fire.
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy temper,
and make them afraid
make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
Let them be confounded
Let them be confounded
and troubled
and troubled
forever.
forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
are the most high
the Most High,
over all the earth.
all the earth. This is the blessings prayer in the Hebrew. Barakatha Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Wa Yahweh Shah,
Wa Yahweh Shah,
Wa Ma Yaka'ala,
Wa Mayaka Allah,
Wa Alahaim,
Wa Alahai,
Matazabiyah,
Matazabia,
Alawap Yahanna,
Alawap Yahanna,
Ka Alawapi,
Alawap
Asrani,
Asaranya,
Akwataziyanya,
Akwatazayanya,
Kaya Yali,
Akaya Yaya,
Waha Akwati,
Waha Akwati,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bashim Yashah,
Ba'ashem Yahushua,
Wada Aman.
Tawada Amma. Blessings in English. Bless you, Yahweh,
Bless you, Yahweh,
and Yahweh Shah,
and Yahweh Shah,
and Michael,
and Michael,
and the angel,
and the angels,
Commanding General Yahanna,
Commanding General Yohanan,
the general,
generals,
the captain,
captains,
the officer,
the officers,
the trooper,
troopers,
and the sister,
and the sisters.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shah.
in the name of Yahweh Shah,
Thank you, so be it.
thank you, so be it. Sir, which means stir. Sisters, you may be seated. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the brothers. Salute the scroll and see the scroll. Yeah.
We're going to salute the scroll. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabarak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabarak Yah. Brothers, come salute the scroll. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabarak Yah. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabarak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabarak Yah.
Sisters will be seated. Men of Israel, I imagine. We're going to give courtesy to the brothers. Men of Israel, I imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabarak Yah. Yah. Sisters, stand up. Imagine. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Sar, turn and face the sisters. Men of Israel, I imagine Shabbat. I imagine Barak. Yahweh Shamar Alathah Hashem Yahweh Shah. Yah. Class dismissed.